my chest. No silver spoon, no safety net, just a vision nobody else could see. A quiet war inside of me. Cold nights, empty room, talking to doubt like you'll leave soon. Every scar became my proof, every fall revealed the truth. They said I'd break, they said I'd fall, but pressure only made me tall. From the ground up I built my name, brick by brick through storm and flame. No shortcuts, no escape, I became what they can't break. I rise, when the weight gets tough I shine, when the road gets rough from nothing I built enough. Pride, face the mirror, no place to hide. Every excuse I left behind, every limit I redesigned. They see the glow, they don't see cost, they don't see everything I lost. But lost just carved a sharper edge, turned my fear into a pledge. I am not lucky, I am not blessed by chance. I am the product of every I'll try again. Turned every bruise into a stone, stacked my failures high enough to climb. When life got rough I rise, not because it's easy, but because I'm not done. From the ground up, I've only begun. No silver road, no easy win, just cracked up walls and thickened skin. I met my limits face to face and chose to move at my own pace. Every note became a spark, every doubt lit up the dark. I didn't wait for stars to shine, I drew the line and made it mine. No more small, no more behind. I set my feet, I set my mind. This is my climb, step after step. No borrowed breath, no safe regret. If I fall, I rise on time, stronger every single time. This is my climb, hear my call. I build my future brick by wall. No matter how the mountains wind, the peak is patient, so am I. Turned heavy hearts to runway. Every scar a lesson learned, every bridge I crossed and burned. I don't shrink when storms appear, I lean in close and shift the gear. The higher fear tries to define, the higher I decide to climb. Push me back, I push ahead, feed my doubt, I starve it dead. to pass the test. You thought I was done. You thought I was through. You mistook my silence for something you could undo. I've walked through rooms where I felt small, felt invisible to it all, carried out like second skin, fighting wars I couldn't win. Every stumble, every bruise, every time I had to choose between the easy way to fall or standing tall against it all. I've been low, I've been near the edge, but I never signed that final pledge. So watch me rise out of the ashes, out of the light. Watch me rise, stronger every time I try. You can doubt, you can criticize, you can close your narrow eyes, but watch me rise. I turned rejection into fuel, turned every scar into a tool. Every no became a dare, every setback made me aware. I don't beg for open doors, I build my own and break the floors. I don't wait for fate to choose, I move like I've got nothing to lose. If I fall, I fall forward. If I break borders. If I bleed stronger. I've been quiet long enough, no longer. There was a version of me that almost disappeared, but it stayed. I remember being smaller than my own expectations, folding under conversations I couldn't even explain. Never you can felt heavier than I knew how to carry, but I carried it anyway until it wasn't heavy anymore. Something in me refused revision. Something in me stayed unedited. I am the version that didn't quit, the one that stayed in it. Not the loudest, not the fastest, but the one that didn't skip it. Every fall became a checkpoint, every doubt became a test, and I passed without perfection, just persistence at its best. like truth and started questioning it in me. Now I don't need validation, I don't need to be believed. I just need to keep on moving in the direction I conceived. If I look back, I see distance. If I look in, I see proof I didn't change in a moment. I changed in what I choose. I am the version that didn't quit, and that changes. Not defined by what I lacked, but by what I didn't leave. Still here, still building, still me. And that is victory. Heartbeat steady in the dark, breathing heavy, leaving marks. If this is where the fall begins, then this is where I rise again. I've tasted dust from shattered plans, held broken hope in shaking hands. Watched the door close in my face, still I never left the race. Every doubt said this is it, every wound said you should quit. But deep inside, beneath the pain, there was something uncontained. I don't break the way I did before, I don't kneel on that same floor. I was never meant to stay down, never built to wear that crown. Every time they count me out, I rewrite what I'm about. I was never meant to stay small, never meant to lose it all. If I fall, I turn around. I was never meant to stay down, stay down. I've seen the worst inside my head, heard the lies my weakness said, but I don't live there anymore. I've outgrown that broken door. Every scar across my skin marks the place I chose to win. Not because the fight was fair, but because I stayed right there. Push me, I push back harder. Test me, I go farther. Break me, I rebuild stronger. I don't stay down, not any longer. Never meant to stay down, I was born to shake the ground. Every loss became my flame, every fall rewrote my name. I was never meant to stay small, now I rise above it all. And nothing holds me to the ground. I was never meant to stay down, 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 down. Hit the wall, not once, not twice, enough to memorize the shape of it. It knew my doubts, it knew my limits. It knew exactly where I'd quit, but it didn't know this. I was learning it too. left a fingerprint. Every loss adjusted my blueprint. I stopped asking why me and started asking what now. The shift was quiet, but it was everything. Not stronger, not fearless, just unwilling to stop. I carried fear like a shadow until I realized shadows only exist when you're facing light. So I turned around and the thing chasing me started shrinking. I don't need easy, I need growth. I don't need comfort, I need edge. Because pressure didn't crush me, it carved me. And every scar became proof that I stayed. Changing, I am not behind, I am not broken. I am becoming. They say the spark would disappear, that time would slowly drown it here, that pressure bends what isn't strong, and I wouldn't last too long. I felt the weight inside my chest, every trial, every test, but something deeper held the flame and whispered softly my own name. I've been close to giving in, but I don't lose, I begin. I refuse to fade away, even on my darkest day. Every shadow in my way only makes me wanna stay. I refuse to fade or fall, I was built to face it all. If the night comes crashing down, I rise without a sound. I turn the pain beneath my feet. Every doubt that tried to grow only helped me learn and know that strength is born in quiet fights and courage lives in endless nights. If I break, I still remain. If I hurt, I grow again. woke up with the weight again. Same old doubt, same old tension, but something different filled my chest. A quiet strength I never guessed. I didn't feel like I could win, but I refused to just give in. Even tired, even stressed, I chose to give my very best. It's not about a perfect day, it's choosing not to walk away. I'm stronger than yesterday. Even if I bend, I don't break. Every fall along the way builds the fire I create. Stronger than yesterday, that's enough for me to say. I don't need to win it all, just rise every time I fall. Inside my mind, a voice that says you're out of time, but I've learned not to obey every word it tries to say. Progress doesn't always shout, sometimes it's just staying out of the darkness, pulling deep, choosing not to fall asleep. 1%, one breath more, that's what warriors are for. Because I chose to stand even when I barely can. Stronger than yesterday, and tomorrow I'll say I survived, I grew, I stayed, and that's how champions are made. When the road feels twice as long, and the strength you had feels gone, when the mirror shows you doubt, and the noise won't drown it out, when the weight won't let you breathe, and you fall down to your knees, there's a truth you can't ignore. You can still take one step more. You don't need the whole way clear, just the courage to stay here. One step more, that's how you win. Not all at once, just begin through the fear, through the sore. Take one step more, one step more. When hope feels thin, that's where warriors are built within. Not by ease, not by law, but by one step more. You won't always feel the fire, you won't always climb higher. Some days all you do is stand shaking, but you still withstand, and that's enough to lose sight. Survival is a kind of fight. Every breath you fight for is one step more. You're not behind, you're in the fight. You're not weak, you're mid-flight. slow. Even when you don't glow, even when the doubts all roar. Take one step more, and one day you'll look behind at the mountain you climb. Not in leaps, not in war, but by one step more. Light, cold air, heartbeat like a warning flare. Silence trying to pull me under, but I don't drown in thunder. I'm at the edge of giving up, felt my confidence corrupt. Watch my own reflection fade into choices fear had made. Every step felt twice as hard, every dream left battle scarred. But somewhere in the wreckage deep, there was something I could keep. Not hope, not luck, just the will to not give up. I refuse to fall, I refuse to lose it all. If I'm breaking, I break through. If I'm shaking, I still move. I refuse the end they see, I rewrite what's meant for me. No matter how the pressure calls, I refuse to fall. I refuse to fall. I've carried weight no one could tell, smiled while fighting through my hell. Learned that strength is rarely loud, sometimes it just stands its ground. Now I don't fear the coming storm, I've survived my weakest form. Every version that I shed left a stronger one instead. Push me harder, I grow sharp. Try to break me, I leave a mark. Test my limits, I expand. Knock me down, I rise and stand. Refuse the doubt, refuse the end. Every scar across my skin is proof I chose to win. I refuse to wait the wall, refuse to stay down small. And if I stand alone at all, I still refuse to fall. I've been bruised by my own fear, thought I'd never make it here. But every scar became a sign that this broken path was mine. I stopped asking for an easy way, stopped waiting for a better day. I built my hope from shattered stone and made this fight my own. If I fall, I rise twice. Pain became my best advice. I stand on unshaken ground, even when the dark surrounds. No more doubt inside my chest, only fire at his let it break. I've survived too much to hesitate. Nights with no direction, just doubt and self-reflection. Every mirror asking me, is this all you'll ever be? I was inches from surrender, heart tired, spirit tender. But pressure has a strange effect, it either buries or corrects. And I chose correction. No more shrinking in my skin, no more fighting just to fit in. There's no ceiling above me now, no voice left to tell me how. I build higher every day, stone by stone, my own way. No ceiling, no limit line, no more doubting what is mine. If the world says slow it down, I speed up and claim the ground. I felt behind, I felt too late, like I missed a midnight. But timing bends when will is strong, and patience proves where you belong. Every setback made me wiser, every fall made me a climber. Now I look at fear and see, it's just fuel in front of me. Push harder, climb faster, turn every loss into disaster. For the doubt that tried to master my mind, not anymore. There's no ceiling above me now. I don't ask, I don't bow. Every scar became my proof. I can raise my own damn roof. No ceiling, no stopping me. I've become what I can't unsee, and nothing stands in front of me. Only who I'm meant to be. No one handed me a crown, no one lifted me from the ground. I met resistance face to face, fell behind then found my pace. I felt the cold of being last, watched opportunities pass, but I stayed when quitting called. I stood up every time I stalled. No shortcuts carved my way, I built it day by day. This is earned, not given, built from the way I've been living. Every scar I wear is proof that I was there. Earned, not given, forged in the unforgiven. I didn't wait for destiny, I worked until it noticed me. Hey. Hey. I've doubted loud, I feared inside, but I never let it decide who I am or who I'll be. I rewrote that constantly. Every no became a test, every loss Growth is never soft or nice. I survived what I was living. Every night I chose to fight, turn my dark into my light. Oh, earned, not given, no more barely living. I didn't wait to be saved. I became the brave. There was a moment I felt it crack, like all the strength I had went black. The noise got loud inside my head, every hope felt almost dead. I still were giving up, feels close, where fear becomes what hurts the most. But something deeper wouldn't quit, a silent voice that wouldn't split. Right at the edge of letting go, I felt a fire start to grow. I went beyond the breaking point, beyond the doubt they tried to point, beyond the fear of losing all. I found the strength to stand up tall. Beyond the breaking point, I rise with steady hands and open eyes. What tried to end me in the fall became the reason I stand tall. Of chasing what I couldn't bring, but every loss rewired my mind, left the weaker self behind. Now when the pressure fills the air, I breathe it in like I don't care, because I know what I survived, and I'm still standing, still alive. If it bends me, I don't snap. If it blinds me, I adapt. Fragile, no disjoint. Every fracture made me strong. It's where I learned I belong. Beyond the breaking point, I stand with steady heart and steady hand, and nothing now can pull me down. I built my strength from solid ground. I've stood where hope feels paper thin, where every breath cuts deep within, where all the noise says let it go, and every step feels way too slow. I felt the ground give up on me, like falling was my destiny. But even there I felt a spark, a pulse that wouldn't lose the dark. Right at the edge, I made a vow, if not before, it's happening now. From the edge I rise again, stronger than I've ever been. Every fear I left behind, every doubt I redesign. tasted loss, I've known regret. Carried weight I won't forget, but every crack inside my wall became the reason I stand tall. No more waiting for a sign, no more crossing fragile lines. I build my strength from what I face, every scar I now embrace. If I fall ahead, not behind what fear once said. Already on the ground. I wasn't born loud, I was born becoming. Spotlight waiting for my steps, no anthem playing when I try. Just quiet rooms and restless thoughts, building something deep inside. I didn't have a map to follow, just a pulse I couldn't fake. Every doubt became a draft of the person I would make. I am not a lucky moment, I am not a sudden spark. I was no one witness, learning how to shape the dark. I'm a blueprint written in breath, of future forming in real time. Not a product of perfection, but of climb after climb. I don't need the world to crown me, I don't need applause to grow. I am building something timeless, brick by brick below. I stopped fearing slow progress, stop comparing someone else's roots. Don't race the forest, they just deepen in themselves. Every small consistent action quietly rewrote my name. Not in headlines, not in noise, but in discipline and flame. If I tremble, I still move. If I break, I still rebuild. Strength is not the absence of fear, it's showing up unskilled and leaving skilled. I'm a blueprint written in breath, living proof that change is slow. Not explosive but relentless, not dramatic but it grows. I don't chase becoming someone, I become through what I do. And every single step I take is carving something true. I waited long enough. No more silence, no more shrinking. to watch me rise. Pain in my chest, fire in my eyes. No shortcuts, no easy road, just heavy days and a heavy load. But pressure doesn't break my frame, it fuels the hunger, feeds the flame. I don't need approval, I don't need applause. I don't move by fear, I move by cause. I don't need permission to be great, I don't wait for destiny or fate. I carve my name into the stone, built this empire on my own. When the world says know your place, I look it dead in the face and rise. Unshaken, unapologetic, alive. A sharpened tool, they see the glow, not the grind. They don't see the war inside. I've bled for dreams they called insane. Stood tall through loss and pain while they were sleeping. I was awake, building something they can't take. I broke, I healed, I bent but never kneeled. Silence was my training ground. Now hear the victory sound. This is domination. They doubted. You stayed silent while they were talking. You were building. Cold nights, dark room, locked on the mission. No applause, no crowd, just ambition. Heavy heart, but my mind stays sharp. Every scar left a permanent mark. Tired, yeah, broken, never. Fear knocks, I answer whatever. I don't need to prove a thing. My results make the loudest ring while the world tries to pull me away. I choose growth every single day. Armored mind, eyes on the throne. No noise, I grind alone. Step by step, I raise the standard. Discipline is my commander. When the pressure builds, I grow. When I fall, I rise below. It's not talent, it's repetition. Forged in pain, driven by vision. I've lost, I've failed, I've doubted too. But quitting was something I never knew. The pressure shaped the man I became. Turned my chaos into flame. Silence is strategy, not defeat. I plant the work, success I reap. When nobody believes in you, remember why you started. The top is lonely, that's the truth. But you chose to be the hardest. Breathing slow, the war's inside. Win within, and you won't lose outside. Armored mind, heart of steel. I don't talk, I build for real. Every scar became a medal. Every struggle leveled the medal. No validation, no applause, just faith, discipline and cause. I don't stop until it's done. have just begun. Chest, a flicker of faith when the odds set at rest. Every closed door tried to slow my feet. Every dead end dared me to retreat. But I learned the rhythm of pushing through. When the path disappeared, I built one new. No map in hand, just a burning will. A quiet voice saying climb that hill. I don't wait for the wind to change. I become the force that shifts the frame. I made a momentum, I don't stand still. I turn every setback into raw will. The higher the pressure, the stronger I grow. I carry the fire wherever I go. Made a momentum, watch me move. Nothing to lose, everything to prove. When the world says stop, I begin. That's where the real rise kicks in. I felt the weight of my own mistakes. Heard the silence when the confidence shakes. But failure never wrote my end. It just taught my backbone how to bend. I've outgrown fear like an old disguise. Stepped out of doubt with open eyes. Now every fall is a forward lean. Every scar part of the unseen machine. Push me back, I launch ahead. Count me out, I rewrite what's said. Fierce and free, becoming more with every me. And if I stumble, understand, I rise with fire in both my hands. No spotlight waiting on my move. No safety net, no proof. Just empty streets and restless nights. And dreams too heavy for the lights. Every note rang in my ears. Every doubt fed on my fears. But I was done with playing small. Done with waiting for the call. If no one opens up the door, I'll build a wall and break it more. I carve my name in the dark, with bleeding hands and a fearless heart. No one gave me where I stand. I took my place, I made my land. I carve my name where light won't go. Through silent storms and undertow, tasted doubt like bitter smoke, felt ambition nearly choke, but pressure only shaped my steel, turned the pain to something real. I don't fear the lonely climb, I don't race against the time. Every setback, every scar only showed me who we are. Break the limits, cross the line. What is yours to find. I built who I are. Feel it shaking in my veins, all the doubt, all the change. I've been quiet long enough, now I'm done playing safe. I remember standing frozen, every path already chosen by the voices in my head, listing reasons I should dread. But fear only looks like power when you're trapped inside its tower. Once you step beyond the line, you see it was your own design. I've been low, I've been weak, but I found strength underneath. I'm bigger than the fear in me, bigger than what they can see. Every wall I face alone turns to dust, turns to stone. I'm bigger than the doubt I hear, bigger every single year. What once felt like the end is clear. I'm bigger than the fear. I've been counted out before, left outside the closing door, but rejection shaped my skin, made it harder to give in. Now I walk through heavy air, like the pressure isn't there, because I know what I survived, and I'm still here, still alive. Let it test me, let it try, let it push me to the sky. I don't fold, I don't disappear, I expand when doubt comes near. I'm bigger than the every scar became my proof that I can rise without a roof. I'm bigger than the night I crossed, bigger than the pain I lost, and nothing standing here or near is bigger than the fire in here.